broccoli rabe with garlic and oil. It's a real good one. It's a real easy one. I'm going to show you all the ingredients right now. So I like to show you all the ingredients for this sauteed broccoli rabe with garlic and oil before we get going. There's not much here. This is a great one, and I'm going to show you one of the best things you can do with this sauteed broccoli rabe at the end of this video. So definitely stick around for that. I got 2 bunches of broccoli rabe just because when I'm making this, I like to have a lot to do a couple different things with it. So I have a lot of garlic too, crushed red pepper, regular olive oil. And regular olive oil I always use to just saute in the beginning. I use a ton of olive oil, guys. That's why I don't cook with extra virgin that much. It's more economical to do it this way. I finish with this extra virgin often, and it's just as good, and you save money that way. So a lot of garlic here, a lot. And if you're a garlic lover like I am, you're gonna love this. If you don't want so much, take a clove or 2 and maybe slice it, or maybe just use a few cloves and then remove them and don't put them back. Option is yours. This is, you want to cook to your liking, not to my liking. You want to cook to yours and to your, to your family. They're going to be your best critic too. They're going to tell you exactly if they like something or not, and then you keep doing it that way. So lots of garlic I have. And there's like 1 or 2 cloves that are very large compared to the other ones, so I'll just cut it in half to kind of keep them a uniform thickness. And I'll just put that garlic off to the side. When you buy broccoli rabe, this is where it's cut. The end will always be brownish, and you always want to cut this off about a bottom half inch, and just discard that. And this is fresh, good broccoli rabe. It's very green. I'm going to run it all through the colander to clean it well. Occasionally with broccoli rabe, you'll see in the store, if it has a lot of yellow in the buds, in the flower buds itself, you don't want to buy it. This has a tiny bit. That's the beginning stage of bolting, and it's fine. Bolting will make a veggie more bitter. Broccoli rabe's already bitter. So there it is. It's all really nice and clean and ready to go. It's completely prepped. So we'll put that off to the side and then get the heat on medium low to low. And I'm going to put a lot of olive oil in this pan. I'm not counting tablespoons, but just coat the bottom well. If you want a number, maybe a 1/4 cup. And take all that garlic in and really, really want to cook this. Don't want to burn it, but we really want to get a lot of this flavor out of it, and we want to get the garlic kind of soft so we can use it later. So there, it's like nice and golden, perfect. So good this way. You can put it in this bowl and just get it off to the side. If you like the chili flakes, now's the time to put them in. And I'm using about a 1/2 teaspoon here to a 1/4 teaspoon. This is all personal preference. So the broccoli rabe's wet right now, so it's going to help it steam in the pan. And put it all in there. If you have a larger pan, which I should have used, you can give it a couple, flips, tosses with your tongs to coat it better. About a 1/4 cup of water. This is going to help it steam. And get the cover on, try to get it on tight so it'll help the steaming process. I kind of overloaded this here, but I love broccoli rabe, so I wanted to have a lot of it. I eat everything I make for these videos, guys. I'm not making videos just to make videos. This is the food we eat. So I'm gonna cook it for about 3 to 5 minutes. And it's gonna partially cook through steam, but it's not gonna be cooked all the way. But it'll leave a lot of water. So this water you can discard it just by putting the bottom of your pan like this, like keeping a little opening and just pouring it out. Otherwise, you can just, if it's hard enough still, the broccoli rabe, you could just kind of cook it out with your pan. But I discarded most of the water. I'm using a fork right now to touch it, and it's still too hard, which is perfect. This is what you want. You don't want it to be fully cooked because then it'll get too mushy during the next few minutes of sauteing. But that just sped up the process for us. So I'm putting a bunch of salt and pepper on it. Really want to season this well. Bitter greens, bitter veggies in general need a lot of salt. I'm putting all the garlic back in. I love it this way. If you don't like it this way, just leave it off to the side. Don't use it. So there's that trusty fork again. This is your best thing you can do is taste your food before you serve it. Taste it multiple times as you're cooking. I'm gonna taste it right now for the texture. Make sure it's cooked enough and make sure it's seasoned well enough. So it needs a little bit more salt right now. And I'm gonna put this extra virgin olive oil on right at the end before we do this. I'm gonna take some chicken cutlets. Don't worry, I'm gonna have an episode coming up for that. Get your cherry peppers on. I love it. Cherry peppers, broccoli rabe are the perfect combo. They're meant for each other. I'm gonna load up the broccoli rabe, put some pieces of garlic on it if you like, some fresh mozzarella or regular mozzarella. They're both fine. And it'll look like this. I love these pieces of garlic. They're golden enough and they're soft enough where you can just eat them whole, and they're so good. So you try it like this, but either way is awesome. If you want to slice up the garlic, that's how I did it on the recipe that's on my site. There's a whole bunch more of these veggie recipes coming up right now. Watching those videos, that helps me out more than subscribing. If you do like this content and you want to subscribe, I'd appreciate that too. Until next time, see ya.